Greetings and blessings, butterflies. Welcome back. I'm Themis Diamore, and I'm here today with the Love Oracle reading. But whenever this message finds you, it was meant for you. My butterflies, um, I pre-shuffled the deck, and during the pre-shuffle, I was picking up the energy of hopefulness. Um, And I'm going to attribute that to the fact that we are leaving, we're in the process of leaving Mercury retrograde, excuse me. And yes, we will be in a shadow period for a few days and everything like that, but we are starting to come out of that energy. And so that could be the reason why someone out there, some of my butterflies, may be feeling hopeful again. They may be feeling, the passion again for their love life. I also was picking up the energy of forgiveness, apologies, and I was picking up um, the energy of someone being excited again. And so that's when I'm attributing that to the energy changing. So I can see why the energy would probably be shifting, in the cards for love. So I don't know if that's the energy that we're going to pick up when we do this reading, but that's the energy that I was picking up during the pre-shuffle. So I'm going to shuffle the cards again and cut them on camera, and then we're going to see what we get this time. Okay. My butterflies, can I ask you all to I really enjoy doing what I'm doing. I really enjoy, spreading messages and self-healing. That's mostly what I want to focus on more than the, telling you all, about what's going on in your life. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what's going on in their life. They knows what's up, and I understand that sometimes we look for confirmation, but once we get the confirmation, then what? What are we going to do to heal? What are we going to do to move past whatever we've discovered or whatever we've discovered by ourselves or others? What are we going to do about that part? So that part is more important to me than the, telling everybody what's going on in their life type of deal. It's more important because there's thousands of videos for people telling you what's going on. So my aim, mainly, I will do these kind of readings. I will do personals and everything. But mainly my goal is going to be to spread messages of healing. That is my intention with this channel. So been shuffling these cards. Can I get current love energy for my collective? Current love energy for my collective. Thank you, Spirit, guys. Holy Spirit, thank you for the messages for my collective. All right, I'm gonna cut cards. See what we get. All right. The overall energy is karma, cause and effect, consequences, and debts. Well, let's see that. All right. Cards we get out of that is we have twin flame in the reverse, which is mirroring, shared feelings, and rejection. This would be past energy. Here, I'm trying to find a way to set the cards so good. Okay, we also have peace, which is balance, harmony, and friendship. And we also have shocking, which is turmoil, trouble, and unexpected. Okay. Overall energy on the bottom of the deck again is karma. Okay. In the past, my butterflies, there may have been some energy that you felt that was shared between you and someone. You may have felt like you and them reflected each other. You may have felt like you and them were on the same page and that you were mirroring past or desires. Um, but currently, you are seeking balance, you are seeking harmony, you're seeking friendship, you're seeking a peaceful resolution or a peaceful mind frame to be in at this time. Um, and this leads to us to something shocking, some type of turmoil, trouble, or something unexpected coming about. And I would say it would have something to do with some sort of karma, some sort of consequences or cause and effects or debts that um, we might have to pay in order to get our love life back on track. We always have to do work. Work is always a part of the healing process. So I mean, this is not bad energy or anything like that. If you are the one who has work to do, or if you need someone else to do work, this is not a bad energy to be in, because you're seeing it and you're learning it and you're understanding. So if there is anything that we need to learn, any cycles that we need to break, any karma or debts that we need to rectify, this is a time, to do it as we're leaving this, Mercury retrograde season, because after we leave this, we want to be in our, in our places of fulfillment. We want to be, walking the path that is the most desirable for us. We don't want to be stuck in paths of, repeating cycles, or, of chaos or turmoil. We don't want to continue those cycles. So this is a time, this is a moment, this piece that we may be standing in right here and right now, it's preparing us for what's coming up. It's preparing us for the consequences and the lessons and things like that that we may be getting ready to encounter. Behind karma, we have the card of shallow. This is about a hollow, empty, and boredom. So, someone, you may be, because of what's been going on, because of this karma and these consequences and this debt, you may be left with a feeling of hollowness. You may feel empty, or bored, and you may spend a lot of time reminiscing and dwelling on these memories that you have with this twin flame, or someone you may have considered a twin flame. But this is not, I don't want to push the message that you were wrong about someone. It's just that it's possible that you all could be off track, that you're not seeing eye to eye right now. And the reason why you are currently in a place of peace and harmony is so that you can deal with the turmoil and trouble and the unexpectedness that came from the karma and the consequences and the debts that you all had to pay in terms of the relationship. Now, these memories may have left you conflicted. They may have left you with decisions that were hard to make. You may have felt energy that was hot and cold, or you might feel like you have too many choices. You feel like you're going on a Ferris wheel that's going around and around and around. And my butterflies, I want you all to notice those the spider webs on this card. That is a trapped energy. That is an energy that is of not of your highest good. So this conflicted feeling that you're in is a feeling that you must work on. You have to work past. And this is a feeling that you must transmute into something else. Next, we have the card of abandon, and it is in reverse. This card is about being left out, walked away, or cold. Okay, so maybe this situation wasn't this maybe the situation isn't a situation that you want to abandon. This isn't a situation that you want to walk away from. This is a situation that you want to keep in your life, and that ties into when I said that this twin flame being in reverse does not mean that this choice was wrong, that you all do not share feelings, and that you all are not mirroring the same path. But there's just work to be done, my butterflies. And right now, you might be learning to have a change of perspective. You might be learning that, what I'm saying, that you need a clear head space. You need to be in your happiness. It's better off for you to look at things differently than the way that you've been looking at them originally. And in this silence and frozen words, and in stone wall and energy, is where you will find your clarity, my butterflies. It's where you will find the truth of your intentions. This is where you can be honest with yourself. During this peaceful time, during this silence, this is a time when clarity comes through, shining loud and clear. This is a time when you can sit with yourself. You can hear your own thoughts. You can, commune with source, and you all can work together on finding the best path, or the least path of resistance for your situation. Because living in repeated patterns, or karmic lessons, that is what you're gaining clarity on. You're gaining clarity that these feelings, like I'm saying with the conflicted card, these are repeated patterns. This thing is going around and around in a circle, and it's like it's fun, but you want to get off. The ride is dizzy, and it's trapping you. And so these karmic lessons and these repeated patterns are what you're gaining clarity on, and what you want to leave behind. Because behind that, we have the card of finality. This is when you want to say farewell. This is when you want to walk away and leave behind, where you want to find closure, my butterflies. And that's where you're headed. You're headed to a place where you are finding closure. You're headed to a place where you want to deal with these issues and find out what's going on with them, so you can finally rectify them. You want to take the mask off and no longer wear that. You don't no longer want to play these games of going around. It's time to walk away towards all that beautiful light that's back there. You see something else in the horizon, and you think you have all of the feelings inside of you that tells you that that's the best way. Confirmation, thank you, Spirit. That's the direction in which you need to head, because you're tired of feeling trapped. Here we go again with the spider webs, and spiders can symbolize negative energy. And so this negative energy has you trapped, and it has you stuck and tied down and feeling captive. And as you can see, you see water droplets. It's like these water droplets give me the impression that someone is full of feelings, but they can only what I'm saying, release a drop at a time. And those feelings that they have are trapped. They are repressed. They can't really express them. They can't let them pour down and pour out of them like they really intend and want to feel like they can. There's someone out there who's only thinking of someone. They're devoted. They're attached. They crave this person. They crave this twin flame energy that they feel. This turmoil has them feeling alone. It makes them feel like they have to watch from a distance, that they can't fully be seen. But you have so many feelings inside of you that are trapped, my butterflies. And the way to release them is by letting go of resistance. See that secret admirer came right behind that only you. Secret. Thank you, Spirit. Suppressing, being timid. Someone wants to tell the person that they admire that it's only them, that they've been holding in feelings. They're feeling trapped, suppressed, not able to share their emotions, can only give little trickles of them. And they're ready to return. They're ready for a second chance, an opportunity. They're ready to make amends. It may be you, butterflies. You may be ready to return. You may be ready to make amends after all this turmoil, after all of this trouble and unexpectedness. But you may be afraid of rejection. You may be feeling abandoned, dismissed. You may have an irresistible fear that this person no longer wants to be with you. And these thoughts, this irrational fear has you distracted. It's delaying your opportunity. Listen to your intuition, my butterflies. Follow that inner heart song. You are receiving the messages. You have an inner knowing. Follow the possibilities. Set your spirit free. Go on that adventure. Take that risk, my butterflies, because it's divine. You are a divine feminine, my butterflies, or either you're searching for a divine feminine. The possibilities are here to connect, to let go of confusion, to let go of uncertainty, unclear thoughts, being unsure. because it's doing nothing but causing you exhaustion, a cloud in your judgment. But right now, my butterflies, you have an epiphany. You have the understanding. You are awakening and understanding that these thoughts and limitations that you put on yourself, they're just bluffs. They're just fears that mask themselves, that have you seeking and searching in ways and in areas that are not in line with you. Areas that's just focused on the chemistry, the attraction, that spark, that passion. Maybe you're ready to take your mask off and tap into the chemistry, that attraction, that spark, and that passion. Maybe you're ready to daydream again, to imagine, to fantasize about a love that feels so pure. But let go of the pain, my butterflies, and make the commitment. Because this foundation, this established foundation, it's on your path. You can achieve it. Just keep on manifesting it. Have faith, my beautiful butterflies. Have faith in yourself. Because no space, no distance, no time, no separation that this retrograde has called will keep you from chasing the thrill, the excitement, the good times you feel when you open up your heart and let go of the pride and accept healing. I'm gonna stop here and get us a. We're gonna get us an African goddess message to go along with this reading. I want to leave you all with something empowering to go along with the energy of this reading. My butterflies, if you are seeking someone and you desire a chance to heal the situation, Spirit supports it. Spirit is saying that it's time for you to make a choice to let go of the past, to release the irrational fears, and chase after the thrills that allow you and lead you to opening up your heart. We all desire it. That is the true place of fulfillment, an open heart. And so if someone made you feel like your heart was open, they made you feel seen, they made you feel understood, they just seemed to get you without you even having to try for them to get you, I would say it's worth trying to heal that situation, my butterflies. What goddess do we have for today? Self-sabotage. Malambo. Let's see what she has to say. She's pretty. Chocolate goddess. I noticed the snakes around her, engulfing her. She's in the water, full of emotions. There's plants in this card. There's moon energy. So there are secrets, something hidden, something unseen. There's a groundedness to her. Let's see. The number of this goddess is number 24. Malambo is the goddess of the Temple of Shadows. She encompasses the element of bush or earth. I knew she was grounded in earth energy. Shadow monster Malambo is the brain-sucking, snake-like, water-dwelling Zulu goddess of rivers. You are holding yourself apart from your blessings. What ancient pain are you trying to stuff down, numb, ignore, or avoid? What does your self-sabotage help you to avoid? Your inner saboteur is clever. Seductive patterns of behavior block your path and your power. Distractions, addictions, cravings, and unhealthy habits will not bring you your best. Your inner bully is the voice telling you messed up. The part of you that is jealous, the anger you don't know what to do with, your stuck inner procrastinator, and your toxic relationship choices. Stop terrorizing, yourself with broken promises of discipline. Instead, choose devotion to your chosen pathways. What inspired action can you take today, my butterflies? This goddess's declaration is I have compassion for myself. I think this is a good guidance for the reading that we just received, my butterflies, because like I said, someone has passion, someone has spark. Many of us have this desire again to, try love again, to open our heart again. And so we must be careful to not fall victim to our self-sabotaging behaviors. We must make sure that we remain diligent and that we stand in our power. We have to make sure that our choices that are healthy, our habits are healthy. Whatever you're craving, make sure that craving is coming from a place of alignment, coming from a place of your highest good. Make sure that craving isn't come from a place of lust or a place of ego or a place of control. Make sure that because these type of behaviors, what I'm saying, this is what sabotages us. This is what keeps our hearts closed. This is what makes us develop walls that hard for someone that we want to be close to us. It's hard for them to tear it down. Those are the part of the self-sabotaging habits and tactics that we tend to use, my butterflies. So we need to be mindful to not be lazy and procrastinate. We need to be mindful of what choices, not just looking at the other person, what choices have I, myself as a beautiful butterfly, what choices have I been making in this relationship that have come off toxic? What choices have I made that are not allowing me to show up and be seen clearly? Because sometimes people don't see us for who we are because of the choices that we make. Our intention be one thing, but because of the choices that we make, it makes it hard for the other person to see us clearly. So I need you to, to really look at yourself and dig deep and discover if there's any behaviors or patterns, or triggers that you may yourself, my butterflies, may be holding on to that's causing, self-sabotage for your relationship. Because that's not something that, we desire to hold on to, especially if we have any plans getting into alignment with our highest version of ourselves and with our destined paths. My beautiful butterflies, it has been truly an honor to bring these messages to you. I really hope they have been helpful to someone out there in some type of way. But I really think the messages were beautiful. Yes, we have to work. We have to work. We have to, practice forgiveness. We have to practice tolerance. Yes, we have to practice, discernment and self-awareness. Yes, we have to do those things. But in doing those things, we are making sure these are things that we're doing to make sure that everything that comes our way is the best thing for us. So don't get discouraged by the turbulence or the turmoil or things that maybe come up that pop up that's unexpected. Don't be discouraged by those things, my beautiful butterflies. Use those things as direction, because that's really what it is. It's direction to tell you what you need to be doing, what you need to be working on. So instead of seeing them as setbacks, see them as direction, my beautiful butterflies. If you all appreciated these messages I left you all with for today, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's been truly an honor as always. I am so grateful to do this. Thank you, Spirit, for the opportunity, for the grace, mercy, for the protection, for the discernment, for the voice. Thank you for the knowledge. Thank you for every day you assist in me and help me to continue to grow along this path. My beautiful butterflies, I thank you too. I'm so thankful for you all, each and every person that stops and listens to my messages. I am so thankful for you all. This healing journey is important to me. And it's not just important to me for me, it's important to me for you as well. Because my healing is your healing, and your healing is mine. So let's transform together. Welcome to your metamorphosis, butterflies. And until next time, you all have a blessed, safe, loved, and prosperous rest of your day. Until next time.